vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Silvestre. Guendouzi makes a dash for it. That's a cute ball. Oh, that was vital. And the shot's on here. Silvestre. Ribéry. Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Lampard. Now that looks a decent ball. And Puskas! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Brazil are still that goal to the good. Zielinski. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into... And the shot! So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Ronaldinho. And he's gone backward here. No, again there's no way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, terrible pass. Zielinski cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Looking for the far post. Zielinski. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries to play it through. Buffon claims comfortable.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. In with the challenge. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot!
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 24. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 15.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Yamal with the short one. Yamal. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pacho. Guendouzi. Good purposeful running this. Brazil leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And here's Ansu Fati. Brazil have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's being urged to shoot. Seedorf. Threads one in. That is good alertness.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And here's Yamal. Fernandez. Great ball, and he's in here. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Fernandez. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23.
Time for it. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That has ended up in no man's land. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Totti. It's Dembele! Oh, a very decent attempt. Edmilson. Ribéry. Puskás. And Silvestre. Good play on the left-hand side here. Ball swung in, and it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. And it's Grimaldo. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pinches it off him. Spread out to the left. Dembele gets flagged offside. Spread it left. Dembele. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Grimaldo. Dembele. He's having a hit! Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Ribéry crosses. That has been slung wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. It's a Brazil free kick.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Grimaldo. Palmeiras have reclaimed it. Nicely weighted ball. Van Basten. Grimaldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Almost half an hour in now. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely shaped ball. And he's straight offside. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he is going into that little black book. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's quick to get rid. That's a throw. Silvestre. Puskás, never out of the action for very long. Nice control. It's Lampard! Missed by a fraction. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Lampard. Lampard! Fantastic from Lampard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Brazil take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, OK, it's gone in with the help of the crossbar, but that was merited due to the quality of the strike.
First breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
That's going wide left. Brazil leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And he's intervened well there. Van Basten. Puskás. That's destined for the flank.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Well, that is one way to... It's Van... And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's come to nothing. Lampard. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Brazil just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. Puskás! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Ribéry. Now it's Puskás. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Dembélé. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Another pass just keeps it. Lampard! Terrific effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ed Nielsen. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Puskás. And this is Van Basten. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Teremos uma substituição.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Lampard! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
The most accurate pass. Pacho is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Silvestre. Bojan. Good take and Van Basten! And no mistake. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Bojan. He's picked his way through. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That is a routine catch.
Lampard has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
And it's Bojan. He's looking wide. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bojan. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. There's the shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Van Basten. That's a sharp pass. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Leicester with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substituição.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Edmilson, quality ball. Now it's Cantona.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Shevchenko, and that's a good ball. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substituição em andamento.
Camavinga. Totti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shifted it to the flank. Camavinga. Totti. Can he get on the end of this?
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
4 added minutes on the board. And it's Bojan. Ribery. Oh, straight chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Belgium against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Belgium have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped.
Gerrard! Steven Gerrard! The man for every moment!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Steven Gerrard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Puskas. Now it's Van Basten. Puskas shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Lampard. Puskas. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. He leaps for it! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Pinches it off him. Puskas. And here's Van Basten. Oh, it's Van Basten. Lovely feed. It's Van Basten! And it's come back out to him. And he's straight offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Good strike, quite an alarm.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Vieri. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Vieri! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has to go back here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Puskas looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And it's Van Basten. Kaká looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta gets it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Akanji. And it's Gerrard. Oh, good read. Lampard. Now it's Van Basten. That has not gone well. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Vieri. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And here's Vieri. Nuno Mendes. Edmilson. Puskás is onto this. Lampard. And this is Puskás. Oh, good ball. It's Van Basten! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Gerrard. That has been slung wide. Gerrard, given the lift of his goal. And it's Lampard.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell.
Van Basten!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And he's decided to go for it. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he's not getting past him there. Gerrard. Ronaldinho. Belgium do have a chance to counter here. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. Kaká plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
2 added minutes
He's
has
going to be
been
disappointed
indicated.
with that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Puskás. Van Basten. Kaká. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil unable to get back
Hello,
onto level
everybody,
terms
and this
before
is a quick
half-time.
reminder
They
to let
trail
you know
1-0.
that you'll be able to catch today's
Well, for
match
me, Peter,
broadcast
things have
live
never
on
really
our
got
Fox
going,
FM
but at least
station.
this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kaká passes short and sharp, and it's Edmilson. And here's Vieri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard, the man synonymous with solidity. Puskás. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Spread it left. Now it's Vieri. Edmilson. Puskás. Now it's Van Basten. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Vieri. He's cut it out. Silvestre. It's Lampard. Edmilson. Puskás. Belgium are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
He's having a pop! Superb from Puskás! A finish right from the top draw! Brazil are back in business! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kaka. 60 minutes played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Looking for the run. Van Basten. Now it's Puskas. Gerrard. Kaka. Kaka. Vieri. Oh, he's goal side. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is ended up in no man's land. Puskas.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Lampard. Ribery. And here's the... And the finish! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good! Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Substitution for Belgium. Number 24.
Brazil with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he spark a counter here? No, that's been intercepted. Edmilson. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Vieri. Vieri closing in on goal.
Belgium really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gerrard, great vision. He's got away. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Caught offside that time.
Substitution in progress.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Passing is Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Ribery. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Looking tidy in possession here. Akanji. It's Gavi. Now it's Messi. Now it's Havertz. The final 5 minutes. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Ribery. And this is Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? This might spell big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And Cruyff!
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Cruyff. Some intricate passing looking to... Cruyff! Cruyff! No one quite like him! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
For Brazil, number 11.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Belgium, number 14, Nuno Mendes. Coming on to replace him is number 27.
Belgium have turned to their bench,
Silvestre.
and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing.
And that is that. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.